Okay, so here we have a simple server up and running. It's already connected to the remote Mongo database. Well, it's not remote. It's running on my machine, right? But it's remote to the server, right? It's running in a separate process. It's running here, right? It's listening at port 27017. So let's try and connect to it. I mean, we're already connected, but let's try and retrieve some data. Now, to retrieve data, the Mongoose relies on us creating what is called a schema. Right? Now, a schema is a declaration of what the data that it's going to be interacting with, right? What is the structure of that data, right? So in our particular case, we know that we're going to be interacting with quizzes. Quizzes, we know it has at least 3 fields. It has a primary key. It has the title of the quiz, right? And it also has the average grade for that quiz, right? So we need to describe that here. So let's create a simple schema that connects to those documents. So to do this, we're going to create a quiz or quizzes schema, right? And we use the Mongoose library to create the schema and describe the structure of the data. And the structure of the data is that we know we have an ID. We're not going to connect to the ID. We're going to let the database deal with the underscore ID, the primary key. Instead, I'm going to deal with the other fields, right? So I want the title, I know it's a string. So here we use the primitive data types that are standard in the JavaScript language. And we know that the average, it's a number. Right, there it is. Okay. All right, there we go. The other thing that the schema takes as argument is the name of the collection that is actually storing all this information. And I believe the name of the collection, let's see, is show collections. Yeah, it's just quizzes. Right, so we'll say that the collection name is quizzes. Okay, there we go. So yeah, that's the first part of starting to interact with data that is stored in the database, is to declare the schema to describe the structure of the data that we want to interact with.